Awesome. No hallway pass on this one, huh?
No, that is the whole sweep. You get caught in that, you're done
Those
for.
look like is this the kind of pepper it comes from that really?
Mhm.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
All right.
Ready?
Ready?
Let's go.
Let's go get it.
Welcome back, everyone, to Panther Hot Ones. I'm Bianca Rosario. Today, I have joining me Mr. Tony B. Watlington, the Superintendent of the Philadelphia School District. Give it up for him, everybody.
Thank you.
Yes. How you feel to be here today, Mr. Watlington?
I'm excited to be here at Mastbaum with you, Bianca, and all these fabulous observers here at Mastbaum this morning.
Well, have you heard about our Hot Ones first?
I've heard about Hot Ones. I've heard it's a force to be reckoned with, and I would debate it whether I'd come here today or not, but I'm told that Dr. Bill Hite Jr. showed up last year, so I couldn't be outdone. So I said, let me show up.
Listen, well, I'm pretty sure you're going to do fine. I know we have some amazing sauces here, some homemade here at Mastbaum and some just brought from outside. But either way, I know you'll do well. Before we get into anything, though, I want to ask, what made you become a superintendent here for the school district?
I wanted to help all children get a fantastic first-rate education in this historic city. I'm a history buff, and I'm excited about the fact that this is the place where the U.S. Constitution and the Declaration of Independence were signed. It's kind of the cradle of democracy in this country, and what better place to make sure that young people have life-changing opportunities and outcomes. So that's what motivated me to come to Philly. Diehard Eagles fan as well.
That's great. Well,
Sixers and Phillies. I was born in New Jersey, Dix, New Jersey. I lived there as a child. My parents divorced. My mom lived in North Carolina. My dad lived in New Jersey. So I spent a lot of time in Philly.
All right. So first, we're going to start off with our first wing. It is a Habanero sauce. It's more sun-dried tomato, something really light, something really simple. Okay. Just to start off right here. So dig in.
All right. Yeah. This one on this side?
Yes.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
It's hot.
It's hot?
Do they go less hot in this order or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
You think this is hot?
I do.
This is our least spicy one, so see where you get from here. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, moving on. So, you say you're from North Carolina. What differences do you see in school districts or through schools from there to here?
I think a lot of young people experience a lot of the same kind of issues. Certainly, it's more urban here than in North Carolina. I think also the geography of the city is a little bit different than some of the cities in North Carolina. I hear people say that Philadelphia is a city of neighborhoods, and that's certainly true. But I think it gives a lot of flavor, and it's an asset to the city.
That's great. Well, tell me, what are your favorite things about Philadelphia?
Aside from the food and the great places for me to go out and run off the Delaware on the Schuylkill rivers and all the trails. I'm an avid exerciser. I was looking forward to being in the Broad Street Run, but I was out of town, so I'm going to do it next year.
That's great. That's great to hear. All right.
Culture here too.
Very nice.
I love the fact that we have more outdoor art here in Philly than any place in the world.
Yes. I know, if I'm correct, it's actually a law now that if you want to build an outside, there has to be a mural in it just to accumulate for the art here in Philadelphia.
Absolutely, and I love it.
Yeah.
One other thing I like about the city is that it's a great mix of cultures here.
Moving our next wing, it is a sweet potato habanero hot sauce. Yes.
Potato.
Yes. That'll be your next wing. Are you excited?
I'm excited.
All right, dig in.
All right. Good. Ready, set, go. All right. Who picked the hot sauces?
Well, we were told that you aren't very a spicy person, so we have a wide selection. Some made here, of course, and some just store-bought, so it changes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you gave me the baby hot sauce. Is that what you're saying?
Not me. Yeah. Culinary students.
Well, I would say this one is holds its weight.
I see you're really taking small bites. Why is that?
I had a big breakfast this morning, and I want to make sure I save room for all the ones to come.
Sure.
You're not buying that?
Not at all. You're already drinking the milk and stuff. Some people actually challenge themselves, like me, to not drink the milk.
Oh, really? Is this a challenge on?
Yeah.
Let's see how.
Oh, okay.
Bianca.
Okay.
I'll level best.
What would you say? I have a question. What would you say inspired you to really become an educator?
I was inspired. I knew I liked history because when I was a kid, I didn't have a lot of books in my home. My mother bought a set of World Book encyclopedias, and I just read a lot of stuff. That's the only book I had in my home, a set of encyclopedias that my mother bought. And I just gravitated toward history. I liked
History
it.
teacher?
I became a history teacher in college. And my 7th grade teacher gave me a history award, Woodman's of the World American History Award. I said, I'm pretty good at this, so I thought I'd go teach.
That's great.
And about teaching young people about how to participate in our democracy. It's not just about how to get the test scores up, although that's important too.
Yeah.
It's about how to participate in the American democracy and how to help every family get their share of this American economic pie.
That's so wonderful to hear.
We have the world's largest economy in this country, but you know what? We don't all get a chance to participate and get our share of the economic pie. So as a superintendent, I want to help us do a better job of that.
That's great. You know, you're over here pushing a young generation up to only make the world further. You know, as they say, we are tomorrow's future.
Absolutely. Including you as a future biochemist and anesthesiologist.
Yes, thank you, thank you. As we move on, now you have the Panther Poblano. This is actually homemade.
Okay.
Yes, it is jalapeno based. A little spicier. This is our 3rd one. So, you know, you're getting up there. Are you ready? Take your baby bites.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay, let's go get it. Ooh.
Very good. It's actually one of my favorites.
It is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of hot, but it's good.
Mm-hmm.
And you made this in-house, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed that I'm not taking a sip of milk yet?
I've noticed. Our culinary students actually make it here, so shout out to them. Mm-hmm. Now, what's one piece of North Carolina culture do you see yourself bringing to you in Philadelphia?
Well, let's see. I'm trying to de-emphasize words like y'all and emphasize words like John. I think one of the things I noticed in Philly is people are very upfront. They tell you exactly what they like, what they don't like, in your face, straight up. I think that's good. I think there are times when we can tone it down a little bit and sit around the table and maybe have a bit more of a collaborative conversation. And so that's kind of a Southern thing. I think Southern people take it too far.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes don't deal with issues. I think sometimes we can tone the rhetoric down just a little bit and have a conversation.
Do you still have some of that Southern pride in you?
I think so.
Okay. Now, as you move on, you know, up the Ferris wheel, we have our gotcha sriracha. It's also homemade here at Mastbaum.
Sriracha. Tell me about the sriracha. Tell me.
Yes. It's sriracha based, and it apparently has a bit of a kick to it. So, yeah, it's very, very new. Doesn't really have like a real label to it yet. So
I'm getting a kick out of this because it says Mastbaum Student Hall Pass.
it's a homemade label, you know.
Okay, awesome.
So yeah, ready?
All right, let's do it.
Time to go.
Okay.
And you're
It's hot.
once you get that kick.
And you're just doing it so calm and collected. I'm going to resist the urge, though.
Listen, if you have to, go ahead.
I'm going to try to hang in one more time. One more time.
Tell me, what is something very exciting? What's something that has excited you the most about your first year being a superintendent here?
You know, aside from meeting some outstanding students and great teachers and principals, you know, there's a lot of myths out there about Philly and large school districts, you know, that somehow things are really tough in the schools. The facts are 97% of our students don't get suspended from school. And I think that's really important because with all the myths that are out there. The other thing that's been really exciting to me is to attend one of the Phillies World Series games, get this close to winning it, being at the Eagles games during the playoffs, this close to winning it. And then tomorrow night, I'm going to go see the Sixers play.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to say the third time has to be the charm.
Hopefully. We've had a rough year. Speaking of rough, are you ready for this one?
I think Embiid and Harden and team are going to get it done.
Me too. I do feel as though, however, Embiid really has to play like an MVP player. Like he's been
All right.
and that little loose.
Call them up and give them a little coaching
Oh.
from Bianca.
Speaking of a little harsh, though, we have next our Habanero Halsey pot sauce. It's also homemade and straight in house. Yeah.
Awesome. No hallway pass on this one, huh?
No, that is the whole sweep. You get caught in that, you're done
Those
for.
look like is this the kind of pepper it comes from? That really? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready?
Ready?
Let's go.
Let's go get it. Uh-oh. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do like you and eat more.
Great. Again, homemade. The culinary students here do an amazing job. They made the wings. They made the sauce. It's so good. Now you're saying, like, with the myths and stuff going on in the school district, what is one challenge that you see ahead for the school district?
One challenge is certainly we've got to do some work to improve all of our school facilities. We want to get to a point where instead of 57% of our schools not having air conditioning, 100% of our schools have air conditioning, and so that we can have appropriate instruction throughout the summer. And we want to, it'll take us some time, but we want to, since the average age of our school buildings is 73 years, we're going to have to keep working hard to deal with the asbestos challenges that come up from time to time, and we're going to do that work together.
Well, you mentioning how old the buildings are and things like that. Of course, as you said, Philadelphia has some great history. What are one of your favorite landmarks?
Oh, wow. I like going to Liberty Bell. I like seeing Constitution Hall is probably my favorite. I was watching when President Obama delivered his famous race speech from Constitution Hall. So when I got a chance to be there to talk with some citizens about our strategic plan and listening and learning tour, it was really exciting to me.
That's great. That's great. Now, this should be very exciting for you. Hopefully, this is our hottest sauce today. Not the hottest that we have.
All right.
Maybe next time you can try that. It's the scorpion pepper sauce. Had it yesterday. This is the Nando's peri peri sauce. It's apparently hot, but not really hot.
Well, before I test this one out, Bianca, would you like to note for all of your viewers that I have not taken a sip of anything for
He hasn't.
the past minute or two?
He hasn't. And, no milk, no nothing. So I'm very proud of you. Very proud.
All right.
So
if I know this one, I got this, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
No, not yet. But let's go. Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Forewarned. It's hot.
It's hot.
I taste some peppers in here. I'm going all in just like you.
As you should. With that settled in, tell me, what is what is the best piece of advice?
Gotta have this.
Tell me, what is the best piece of advice someone has ever given you? Or what you learned actually working in a school district as well?
The best piece of advice I was ever given is never move into a new community as a new principal, as a new superintendent, and just say, hey, here's the vision. Here's the vision. Here's the plan. But to take the time to engage people so that as you develop a plan, people feel like it's our plan, not the leader's plan. And so one way to sum that up is nothing for us without us.
That's great.
I spent yesterday afternoon meeting with my student advisory council. We meet every month, and I get such good information about students who represent other students across the district. And we were talking about one of our core values, which is joy. And they gave me some feedback about what joy looks like and what it doesn't look like in schools.
That's
Oh, that's kicking in now. I heard you have to cough there once or twice there.
Yeah. I won't lie. But, me personally, I haven't taken any milk, so.
Oh, well, you're not wrong. But, okay, I get it. So do I get a chance to interview you now?
Actually, what you want?
What's your favorite thing about Mastbaum High School?
My favorite thing about Mastbaum, it's an amazing community. I feel like ever since I've been here, and ever since, Mr. Lon has joined us. He has really tried his hardest to really build a tight community and really bring everyone together with events and just coordinating things, and as well as, he builds a relationship with his students. He isn't just the principal, he's the principal. So I really like that here about Mastbaum. But as well as all the other administrators, Dignetti, Diggs, even Miss Foster, who joined us this year. So
Okay. 2 more questions from me.
uh-huh.
What do you want to be doing 10 years from now?
10 years from now, I really hope to be finished with my education, either doing biochemistry or finishing up my PhD for anesthesiology. And I always said I really want to be someone to help other people.
Awesome.
So
What's the one thing that you want me to know as the kind of new superintendent as I approach my 1-year anniversary here at Philly?
I would say be patient. Patience is one of the best things you can have as a person, whether you're older or younger, and it takes you a long way. It really does. And with that, I feel like you can teach other people patience, and it just really helps everyone come together, and you really get a better solution out of having patience rather than just quick little, intermeals.
I've been told that patience is a virtue.
It is.
Good advice. Thank you.
Well, there we have it, everyone. Episode 5 of Panther's Hot Ones. Thank you so much, Dr. Watlington, for joining me. It's great having you.
Wait, John. We sure you don't want to be a journalist?
I'm sure.